So, Touchdownwire went ahead and posted this article ranking all 32 teams post-free agency power rankings. Now, again, listen, at the end of the day, I made two videos reacting to Colin Cowherd's power rankings of his top 10 teams after free agency. And he didn't have us on the top 10 at all. He had the Vikings on the top 10, the Rams on the top 10, the Browns on the top 10. And he said that the reason why is because he didn't think that we were, he didn't know how we were going to look without Joe Burrow. And I get it. At the end of the day, Joe's coming off an injury. Nonetheless, though, let's see what Touchdownwire actually said. Little bit more of a logical source, I will say, is Touchdownwire. So their worst team after coming off of free agency is the Giants. And this makes a lot of sense. They really don't have a receiver room right now at all. They lost Saquon Barkley. That was a huge loss. They also lost Xavier McKinney to the Packers. They did trade for Brian Burns, which I think is a really good trade. But other than that, I mean, they got Drew Lock. So, yeah, they're the worst team in the league according to Touchdownwire. 31 is the Patriots. And again, like I said, it's like one of those situations where there's not... I mean, listen, okay, the Patriots went into this offseason with a lot of money. And they picked up a lot of, I think, solid, okay free agents. But it wasn't anything like a huge, crazy splash plays. They re-signed a lot of their guys, too. So, 31, okay, Patriots. 30, Denver Broncos. Yeah, after losing Russell Wilson, I feel like they should go up a little bit. I feel so bad for Broncos fans. And by Broncos fans, I mean Brandon Perna. Because, man, it must suck. You're going to be in cap hell the next 2 years. You lost Jerry Jeudy. You traded him away. You cut Russell Wilson, which, that was a whole entire mess. You got no quarterback at this moment in time. You got... It's a pretty solid receiving core. I think Tim Patrick's pretty good. And you also got, obviously, Courtland Sutton. But, man, it would suck to be a Broncos fan right now. 30, 29, Carolina Panthers. Yeah, this offseason's been them just overpaying for everyone and not really having a clear cut or a clear goal on where they're headed, I feel like. 28, the Commanders. I think they're going to get a lot better after the draft. They have, I think, 3 picks in the top 100. The Raiders. There's actually rumors that the Raiders are going to try to trade within the top 5 picks and get, pick number 3 and get a quarterback. So, they might be a lot better. Pierce might have some things going on here. Arizona Cardinals, 26. 25 is Tennessee Titans. See, there's a lot of haters for the Tennessee Titans. And don't get me wrong, going into, okay, listen, I don't like the Titans. I've never been a Titans fan. I've always been anti-Titans. Brian went there, so I'm gonna resist my hate for them anymore because that's Brian's team now, and I do respect Brian greatly, but I understand the distaste for the Titans, but I also really don't. Yeah, they lost Derrick Henry, okay, but they got Tony Pollard. They made their offensive line better. They're going to continue to make their offensive line better. They got DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, they overpaid Calvin Ridley, but at the end of the day, it's not like Calvin Ridley is going to be awful. He's 29 years old. Yeah, he's older, but he's still going to be a really great receiver for them. He's going to give them a lot of high upside, and he's going to be able to make plays. And if Will Levis can progress in the correct orientation, that offense can be very, very dangerous. And then defensively, we already know they always have a good defense. So, and I think Brian's going to be able to really help out with the offensive structure. I don't see why they're going to be a really bad team. And this is funny because this is coming from me. And going into last season, I thought this team was going to be 2-14. And now I'm the opposite because I think they opened my eyes a little bit that this team is not as bad as people always make them out to be. Saints 24. Yeah, they're in salary cap hell. They can't really do anything. Chicago Bears 23. They're building around Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams is building around pink nail polish and a pink phone. Yeah, that was a thing. 22, Minnesota Vikings. Kind of surprised that they're this low on the list when Colin Cowherd said this is a top 10 team. 21, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, I think they did a good job. Chargers, I'm surprised they're this high on the list because they got no receiving core at all. So I'm surprised that they're this high on the list. I feel like they should be like 25. Seattle Seahawks. Okay. Jacksonville. Ugh, they've been interesting this offseason. Lost some players. Re-signed Josh Allen. Huge re-signing. Got Eric Armstead. Got a couple other guys. Yeah. 17 Indianapolis Colts. 16 New York Jets. They got Mike Williams for Aaron Rodgers. They also got, they didn't pick up David Bakhtiari yet. They didn't pick him up yet. But they're probably going to draft somebody. Cleveland, number 15. I just love the fact that, like, again, when you're looking at a non-biased football angle, right? A football angle that isn't Colin Cowherd, who's just trying to, trash or trying to overhype certain teams. Things get more realistic, right? 14, Pittsburgh. It's funny. I'd put Cleveland over Pittsburgh. I think that's disrespectful. Cleveland has really came through strides, very much strides from where they used to be. I think that they need to get the respect that they deserve at this point. Dallas Cowboys. This Dak Prescott contract situation is going to be absolutely insane. 12, Packers. I think the Packers easily a top 10 team. Miami Dolphins, number 11. Number 10 are the Rams. I think that's realistic. 9 are the Eagles. 8 is the Baltimore Ravens. 7 is the Atlanta Falcons. I think this might be a little bit too high for the Falcons. I think we might be kind of overdoing. You know what we're doing here? We're doing what a lot of people did when the Broncos got Russell Wilson. When the Broncos got Russell Wilson, there was a lot of people who were like, oh, this is it. This is it. They're going to be the best team ever. They're going to be a playoff team. They're going to be a Super Bowl team. And I think this is the same mentality we're using for the Falcons right now. Let's take a chill back. Lions, okay. 5, Texans. Okay. Number 4. And this is not me being biased. I think that yeah, no, I agree with this. I agree with this. Let me see who they have above us. How? I just don't understand. Put any other team in front of us. I don't care who you put in front of us. Put any other 31 teams in the NFL, and I'm not going to get as pissed about it as this. How? They lost so many assets this offseason. So many. They've done nothing but gotten worse this offseason. Put Cleveland in front of us, and I don't care. How? I was okay with number 4 until I saw number 3. And you want to say, well, what about number 1, 2? You already know it's going to be Chiefs and 49ers. That's not even a question. Like, oh, 49ers, Chiefs, gazing. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. This is pissing me off. If they would have put us as number 3 and put them in number 4, I wouldn't have cared. Why is this narrative that they keep saying that freaking the Bills had, like, oh, the Bills, the Bengals. We beat the Bills every freaking time. Like, bro, it's almost to a point where it's uncanny at this point. We always beat this team. Stop putting them above us. I just triggered so many Browns fans. We always beat you guys too, and you say you're better. That's because we are better. It's because we are better. Shut up. Don't even play with me right now, okay? Browns fans, I gave you your credit. Browns fans, I gave you your credit earlier in this video when I said you came from a long way. It should be above Pittsburgh. So shut up and sit in the corner and eat your cookie. This is the problem. Touchdownwire, I take back my statement that you're smart. Everyone seems to be sleeping on the Bengals. With a healthy Joe Burrow and the usual suspects on offense, they can't be counted out. They needed veteran talent in the secondary, so they signed Geno Stone and brought back Von Bell. The Bengals seem like a forgotten team because their quarterback was injured throughout most of the season. So they live up, but if they live up to their potential, they'll be one of the best teams in the league. Yeah, We're the only team that can beat Kansas City. We're the only team that seemingly, weirdly can beat Buffalo. And we beat the 49ers. And we were a Tyler Boyd catch away from winning against the Texans. Came back in that game when we got blown out. We came back and beat the Texans. But Tyler Boyd couldn't catch a cold. And now he's gone. So I guess that works out. We didn't play the Lions. We didn't play the Falcons. Yeah, we got swept by the Ravens. We played the Eagles. And we beat the Rams. At me. Peace out.